Welcome to Live, Laugh, Chat, a podcast with Alexis and Becca. Join us as we talk about family, friends, life, and more. You can find us on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram under Live, Laugh, Chat Podcast.
I don't know what I dislike more, listening to the intro twice or awkwardly being like, until the chat starts. Until the chat starts.
Wait. I'm sorry, everybody. We're going to hear it again. Let's hear it again.
Welcome to Live, Laugh, Chat, a podcast with Alexis and Becca. Join us as we talk about family, friends, life, and more. You can find us on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram under Live, Laugh, Chat Podcast.
Awkwardly staring at the screen is worse than listening to it twice.
But did it pause for you? Did it jump for you?
No.
It didn't pause?
No.
It paused. I swear it stopped. Okay, everyone's going to have to comment below because I swear it stopped.
Or go find our social medias and comment there.
Yeah.
Because if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Music, you can't listen. You can't comment. Anyway, before we get started into this week's topics, I have an update on our name saga.
Wait. Say hello to my guest star today.
Juju Beans!
Yes, my cat, if you're watching on YouTube. So needy. She's behind me in the video. So you have to go watch on YouTube just so you can see my cat. But go ahead.
Anyway, I have to update the saga, okay?
The saga.
We talked back to school.
The school saga?
The school saga. We talked back to school 2 weeks ago, okay? Becca said something about nicknames. I said, cool. I did some research. Me and another coworker did some research. We're like, we didn't learn anything about this. Then we did some things and we still didn't understand. So last week I said to you guys, it's just not the way our county is handling it. That's the way Becca's county is handling it. At a good old 8 a.m. this morning, probably sooner than that, to be honest, but at a good old early this morning, please input your student's full name and any nickname that they go by.
Yeah.
I proceeded to quickly take a picture and said, arrived.
Yeah, but you're lucky. You've only got, what, like 20 kids max?
I have 18, and only 2 of them go by nicknames. And some teachers don't have any kids who go by nicknames.
I officially counted the number of students in our ASL program at our school. We have 250. Only 75 of which are not mine. I am 20 short of 200. 20 students short of 200.
I think you could fit them in your room.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I have one class of 28, and I have 3 classes of 30. Mm-hmm. So you
fine. I got them in there. Room. The 20 can go to 30. That's halfway there.
No, my 28 can jump to like 33.
30. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's perfect.
And then all the other ones be like 35, and then I'll have 200.
Perfect.
Sounds like a plan. That my first year teaching, I had 201 students. My first year teaching. 201.
Yeah, because we were so excited that there was ASL at our school.
Yeah. Well, and it was all ASL ones. Did not yell at I did not.
Anyway, this is week 4. Week 4 is all about baking. Not getting baked like woo.
Not that big.
Like the oven.
In the kitchen.
Like food.
Oh yeah, I wonder how many people logged in today hoping that we were going to talk about baking.
Oh, wow. So there's a lot of actually things for baking. Like you can bake your face, like with makeup. You can get baked. Wow.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is cooking. Back on topic. Joke of the day, joke of the week.
Okay.
It is, of course, baking related. Duh. And yes. I think your husband's gonna like this one.
Oh,
what do? Or he can listen.
Oh, I already listened.
I know. What do baseball and cake have in common?
Ooh, wait. Baseball and cake have in common. It's clearly not bake. Baseball and cake. Powder, flour, powder, milk, eating. Hold on. I feel
I
like
really-
I can get this one. Pan? No. Ooh. Pan.
She's
Something
saying
with
ooh because I raised my eyebrows, y'all.
you gave away. Your non-manuals gave that away.
Or did it?
You can. I don't know.
It's all about the batter.
Damn it.
So no, I didn't give it away.
I did it. But I felt like I knew
You
that
said
one.
batter, and I was like, she's getting close. She keeps talking. She'll get close. And then you went to Kate, and I was like, she's gone. Close, she's gone. Have you ever played Incoherent? I feel like
You're getting warm. You're getting warm. Cold.
Anyway, last week we talked about road trips, and that was your favorite topic.
I was the princess of road trips.
Road tripping. Yes, you were hierarchy.
But now,
and this week it's all about me. This is my favorite.
yes,
This is where I thrive.
you are the queen of baking.
Yeah, I don't come from a long
Queen.
royalty line.
No, but you are definitely the queen. But you even you bake even gluten free or with this or that, and you don't just. It's not just baking for you. It's like, oh, let me try this and let me do it this way and let me do this gluten free and let me do this vegan
Very
and let me do
free,
it this
vegan,
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are definitely the queen. Get you a crown for this week. Put it on. It's your turn. It's baking.
I can't see.
Wave.
So yeah, I definitely enjoy baking. Baking is like my release. It's stress baking. Some people do other things to relieve stress, and the other baking, and I do this baking.
You do this baking.
I do this baking. One of my favorite stories is I stress bake. And so when I worked at Universal, I baked 2 big dishes, and my mom was like, "That's great and all, honey. Who's gonna eat it all? You're dead and I cannot eat all of this. When I already have a huge family, and if my mom is saying, who's gonna eat this, you know just how much I had to have made." So,
but even so, you did that during COVID too. When Heather and I were hanging out with you, you made a whole
we'll get there. We'll get
of stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, I bake a bunch of stuff and I bring it in to where we were working, and everyone's like, "This is so good. This is so good. Thank you." Whatever, bringing it in. And I was like, "Yeah, I was just really depressy, messy last night, and so I just made way too much." And my lead looks at me and goes, "Can you be depressed more often?"
That's so sad.
But it was so funny that I just and I laughed.
Oh, it's funny, but it's also sad funny.
It's
That's
like,
great.
ha. Do I laugh? Is it offensive?
Well, I'm glad you took the lighter route and you laughed.
And then, during COVID, we had a Pinterest board called COVID-19. And where most people's COVID boards were new things to learn or how to avoid the spread. It was I want this and I want that. And it wasn't just me on this board. Becca and our friend Heather had a pile of things that they wanted. Not to bake, to be baked for.
To be baked.
They're
no.
ding, ding, ding.
I don't know. No. I don't know what you're talking about. If you check the social media, I baked that. Okay? Heather baked that. At no point in our social media or on your social media did it say you baked it. I'm just
the
saying.
Apron and the Mickey Mouse gloves of admits to prove that I was
dressed up. It just said you dressed up. But I believe there is photographic evidence that Heather and I baked.
So this is what they quote unquote baked: cheddar biscuits,
Yes. Oh,
monster cookies, cupcakes.
Delicious.
I think there was one more in the works. I don't think we ever made one more.
No, there was something.
Was there brownies?
Made 4 things.
I think there's 4 things on the plan, but it was definitely those 3 got baked.
Yeah, and where did Heather and I bake these and you play dress up? at my
grandma's house.
mother-in-law's house. Yeah.
Yeah, grandma's house. Hi, Mindy. I love you.
She does listen.
Whoop, whoop.
Shout
This
out
is your
to
shout out.
mother-in-law. Thank you for letting us use your kitchen all the time.
It's funny because
She
I call.
She loves baking too, though.
Yeah,
like
she does.
I think she was really upset because at the time she was busy with I think her
she
real
wasn't there.
friend.
Yeah, she like what or no.
She was doing something.
I don't think the grandchild was born yet, or
Yet?
she wasn't like
Yes,
there.
no. She was just born because it was 2020, and
Okay.
my niece was born in 2019. So I
Okay.
think something came up, and she
Uh-huh.
was with the
And
grandbaby.
work.
Yeah, something was going
Something.
on, and she couldn't be there. And I think she was truly upset because we
But
had
she
this
also-
huge baking day.
She also called me out though because I was busy baking 14 things and I overmixed one of them, and she was like, "It's dense because you overmixed it." And I was like, "I get it, lady. I get it. I know I messed up. I understand that they're trash. Put them in the trash
Yeah,
can.
when she got back.
Pick a different dessert. Pick something else." But no, it's funny because I call Becca mom and jokingly because everyone thinks that I look like her. And so
Yes.
at Heather's wedding, I was trying to do something stupid, makes sense. And Adam's dad, your father-in-law,
Yes.
goes,
No,
"Stop doing."
my father-in-law.
Yeah. Says, "Stop doing that. I'm your grandpa." And I said so. And I was like, "Yes, sir." Because it's a
Yeah,
joke
they
that
play
we
with-
usually use, but it was the
Yeah.
first time that he stepped up and he was like, "I'm gonna use this role."
They played right into it. It was great.
So I was like, "Yes, sir."
I think because they just get along. And the first time that I ever pulled a joke on them, Adam and I had an inside joke that we would break up. We're like,
Mhm.
"Oh, we planned this trip to Washington and then we're gonna break up." Like,
Yeah.
that's just how it's gonna go. And I totally forgot that it was just our inside
Yeah.
joke. It was just something we always would say to each other. And I was hanging out with his mom for the first time.
For the first time in
his
forever.
sister, and his sister for the first time, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you're going to DC, how exciting, like what's the plan, all of that." I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is what we're gonna do, this is the plan, this is like what we're gonna do," and all that. And then me just offhandedly to his sister goes, "Oh, and then we're gonna break up," knowing that it was a joke, but forgetting that it was an
That
inside.
they don't know the joke.
That they don't, that they don't know it's a joke. And Mindy whips around and goes, "What did he do?" And I was like, "Nothing. He didn't do
Somebody
anything."
blamed him though.
Yeah. What did he, like, she is gonna fix this man right now. And I was like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry. It's a joke. It's like, it's
Yeah. I love your son. Please don't.
yeah." I was like, you know how old people are always like, "Oh, we're gonna go on a trip together. We're gonna really get to know each other," and then they break up because they don't like get along.
Yeah.
And that's what I was like. I was like, "It's just a joke. I promise. Like, it's not gonna happen." And she's like, "Oh, okay." Like, and that was the first time I ever joked with her. So now I think she just jumps on board with everything. Like,
Yeah.
"Yep, we're getting a divorce." She'd be like,
Okay.
"Okay, sure, sure you are."
You're gonna have to be if anything serious ever actually happened. You know how long it would take you to convince her that it was real.
It's real.
Be like,
Be like,
seriously.
For real.
For realsies this time. So we know that I love back on track.
Back
I
on
love baking. How do you feel, Miss? I baked 14
I-
items.
I hate baking. I hate baking. I
You hate the
cooking.
kitchen.
I hate the kitchen. I hate the kitchen. The only thing I like about the kitchen is if there's food already made for me.
There's food in
I-
it.
I don't even like heating up food. I don't want to do it. It takes too much time. Messy. It feels like blech. I hate baking. I hate cooking. I hate the kitchen. Just bring me food. Treat me like the queen I am and bring me the food.
That's funny. So as we can see, we're polar opposites, and I am her baking slave. Your sister made your wedding cake though, didn't she?
Yes, my sister did bake my wedding cake, and it was beautiful. It was 5 tiers,
Yeah.
fully decorated, and then it was so funny because she had to set it up,
Uh-huh.
and I have a bunch of friends that love baking. You love
Mhm.
baking. At the time, my friend Tiffany and Heather both loved baking, and they were in my wedding party. And so my sister has all the tiers in their own like baked
Boxes.
and
Yeah.
decorated, right?
Mhm.
So the night before, she wrote my aunt, my mom, my friend Heather, and my friend Tiffany, who were in my wedding party, to help
Mhm.
like finishing touches on the cake.
Mhm.
And then they all were the crew, and they set it up together. Like while
Aw.
I was doing
Yeah.
other things, they were
Mhm.
off like setting up the cake. And so I actually have this really cool photo of
Mhm.
all of them around my
Around her.
wedding cake.
Aw.
But like my sister truly baked it and did most of
Yeah.
the decorating, all that. But then they came in and
The
just helped her
assistants.
finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, just helped her finish up the few
Mhm.
things. And so it's really nice because my cake had a real meaning.
Mhm.
Like the decorations all, because we had silhouette images,
Mhm.
had a meaning. The person who made it was truly important to me. And
I
then
guess.
my whole family came together and my friends came together and
Mhm.
really helped set it all
All
up
up.
and do all the, like,
Yeah.
everybody I know loves baking except for me.
Well, exactly. Your always logic is I don't need to do it. Someone else will do it for me.
Somebody else loves doing it. Why do I need to learn how to do it? That's why I don't cook or bake, because my mom, like, I know how to. Don't get me wrong. If you
She
need
can
to-
survive.
I can survive. I can make spaghetti.
And grilled cheese and soup.
Yes, and that's literally the only reason you come to my house is for grilled cheese and tomato soup.
And spaghetti sometimes. I don't eat meat. So anyway, we'll talk more about that next week.
Yeah, yeah.
Next week will be on cooking. So if you're interested
yeah.
in the kitchen, it will be another week of things that I enjoy
Yes.
and things that Becca puts up with.
It's
But it's
okay.
you have some cool things in the kitchen that you do to get around
yeah.
not liking
There's-
cooking.
Yeah,
'Cause there's things you do like.
But like, I grew up in a house where everybody enjoyed being in the kitchen. Like my dad liked cooking, my
Mhm.
mom liked cooking and baking, and my sister loved baking growing up.
Mhm.
Like, why do I need to do it?
To do it.
I'll sit in the kitchen and just test. I'll eat all the food. I'll test it for you. I'll let you know if it tastes good. Like, why do I also need to be in there taking up space and doing dirty work?
Things. Okay. So, what is your favorite thing to bake or have baked for baked? I don't know how to say that. Or have baked for you.
What do I like to bake? Nothing.
Yeah, I figured that was the answer. That's why I made it a two-parter.
Do I have to pick something?
You don't have. Well, that's why I added. Like, what do you like other people to
Good.
make for you?
I hate baking nothing. I do not like baking. I love cake, cupcakes with no frosting. Cake
Mhm.
with no frosting. Plain funfetti,
I have a
strawberry. Don't we all? Don't we all?
Well, we were at UNF. We ate at the cafe, and they had banana muffins. Okay, or they called them banana cupcakes, and with cream cheese frosting. And I did not want the frosting, and my friend did not want the muffin. So we got one muffin.
Perfect.
She ate the frosting, then I ate the muffin. And these kids, these high schoolers, are watching her with a spoon just eat off the top of the frosting, and then turn around and watch me eat the cupcake.
But
they're
that's
like-
what I do too.
Yeah.
I don't like the frosting on anything. So whenever someone gets me a cupcake or something, I will
Mhm.
literally take the wrapper off and then the frosting in the wrapper. And then I hand the frosting off to somebody who wants the frosting. And then
Yeah.
I just the whole cupcake in my mouth.
What do I enjoy making? Go-to is always banana anything. Currently,
Your
banana
bread is amazing. Her
it's not
banana bread is
it's not banana nut, it's banana coconut. So
it's
I think
amazing. It's delicious.
and then I make it because she doesn't like chocolate, so I make hers just banana and coconut, and then the way I like it is banana, coconut, and chocolate chips. And
I think that's how everybody else likes it. I'm literally the only one.
my mom doesn't like it. My mom doesn't. My mom likes
Oh.
3 chocolate chips and like if she'll eat chocolate chip cookies, but it has to have like I kid you not 3 chocolate chips in it.
That's it.
That way she has like a chip per bite, and that's it. She wants a chip per bite. She doesn't want it to be too chocolatey, but she wants enough chocolate to coat the palate. So
Interesting.
a chocolate chip. So my mom doesn't like it either. So I like that's a favorite because it's quick, it's easy, but I like experimenting. I do not. If we're gonna talk about things I don't like making, I love eating lemon poppy seed things. I hate making them because
Why?
they're the hardest things to get like a potent flavor on. And
Oh,
I probably made things like twice, like 2 like lemon poppy seed things. But my roommate used to make lemon poppy seed things all the time, and I can never like even her things were just like, bleh. All lemon poppy seed things that are like homemade, bleh, bleh. Like I can't stand it. I'm currently making key lime tarts. I'm really excited about
Ooh.
those. I have the
Adam
ingredients
loves
for
key
like
lime.
danishes, like breakfast danishes. I have the ingredients. I've had the ingredients for like 6 months, but
You
that's
haven't
on the
dared make it
list.
yet?
No, it's just time. Like I have to be in the mood for it. I have to like want to. So
Or
anything
in a super
easy,
depressy state?
or yeah, I have to be willing to wash the kitchen. Or things like I don't have to put a lot of effort into. So like the banana bread's super easy because I just one bowl, pour it in a pan, bake it. I one time baked like 100, almost 200 Christmas, like sugar Christmas cookies, and then decorated them with my mom.
Oh, no. Mindy does that. She
Mhm.
every year she does
Mhm.
all the Christmas cookies and decorates them and
Mhm.
everything. But my grandma and my mom and my sister used to do
Mhm.
it too. But they would do like 200-300 cookies.
Mhm.
Do you know how much I hated that day?
So
Hated Christmas cookie day. I would be like, "When's Christmas cookie
Cookie
day?
day?
I do not want to be there."
So my mom and my sister are the Christmas cookie makers. So they'll make 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different kinds of cookies. Now they spread them out like a cookie on this day, a cookie on that day. My dad gets this cookie, and they'll make 10 or 20. No, what I'm saying is I made 200 sugar cookies in the shape of Christmas things.
Yes, that's what Mindy does.
Okay.
Mindy does like the 100
100
sugar cookies
cookie. Okay.
and then in different
Yeah.
shapes, and then spends a whole day decorating, like a whole day baking them, and then a whole day decorating them.
Uh-huh.
And she doesn't put any frosting on mine.
Aww.
No frosting on mine. So she always sets me aside like
Mhm.
a dozen or 2 dozen. Lately, it's been 2 dozen, and they've been delicious. And I wouldn't mind 3, Mindy.
So, Mindy, when you
But
do your Christmas cookie day, I'll take an invite because my mom refuses to help me
Alexis
bake
gift.
that many again.
Yeah, Mindy loves it. My mom and my sister and my grandma used to do the variety of cookies.
Yeah.
So they would do a bunch of different.
My cousin in Illinois, like garage full of the variety of cookies.
Crazy.
Now she's a baker, like tried and true baker, and so that she enjoys it. But oh my lordy,
My friend Christy does cookies, and she'll do a bunch of sugar cookies and then a few other ones.
Mhm.
And she's so sweet because she'll do a whole one, and then she'll give us all Christmas tins with like a dozen or 2 dozen cookies in it, and it's like it's so sweet.
Yeah.
And I always give her back the tin so she can use it again next year. But it's like it's so
cute.
nice.
We did that.
Yeah.
We did like Christmas plates. And so every year for Christmas, what we gave our teachers was Christmas cookie plates.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No, don't invite me. I will be there to test. If you need a cookie tester,
she'll be there to take pictures as if she did it and not do it. That's her role.
Credit. Take the credit, eat the cookie, have the photographic evidence that I did something.
I did last year, and I might do it this year now. I wanted to make said cookies and then bring in the frosting and have my kids get to decorate their cookies. I figured that'd be a fun Christmas activity.
That would be really cute. Winter activity now.
You're right.
Don't make that face at me.
We talked to the comments that are rolling through my head is that we talked about this last year on the grade level, and a teacher was like, she wanted to do holidays around the world, and because we were like, well, what if we have a kid who celebrates Kwanzaa? We have a kid who celebrates Hanukkah. And one of the teachers who's been there a very long time goes, we don't have kids that celebrate those things. Like, I understand where you're coming from, but we don't have them. So it would make more sense to pick Christmas and do that from like, see the different versions of it around the world. Because especially in second grade, like if they don't celebrate it, they don't necessarily recognize it. Like there are some of these things that they're just not going to be interested in. So when you're like, remember, let's be inclusive, her saying, we don't have those kids.
Yeah. Oh, that's what went through your mind. You're like, that's back.
We don't. Yes, winter. We don't. So, okay. If you could force anyone to make you anything, what is it something that you want to try?
Oh,
What's something new you want to try?
new?
Yeah. A
Ooh.
whole new world. Don't sue us. It's not ours.
Just
It's Disney's. It's Disney's. I
swear. We can only do that little clip. Oh, shoot. That's hard. What would I want to try if you guys are willing to make me anything? Bake me anything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. It's okay. It's got to be fruity because I really love like fruit things.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be like layered and creamy.
Like one of those fruit tarts you wanted from Disney, but they had chocolate on the bottom and you were so sad about it?
Yes. Okay, so for those of you who don't get their snacks from Disney, I was really excited about this fruit tart because I really like.
We were hotel hopping.
Yes, and I really like this creamy base and fruit. Like that's my go-to. I really just enjoy that kind of baking. And I bought it, and then
No, you didn't buy it. You asked the guy.
No, because I asked because Publix does this too. Disney and Publix both do this. But because they sit for like all day or for like a designated amount of time, the cream and the custard in the tart base ruins the tart base and makes it all soggy.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't eat it like within an hour or whatever, it makes the tart soggy. So what Publix and Disney do is they line their tart with chocolate. And I don't
usually it's white chocolate, but still chocolate.
It's still chocolate. I don't like white chocolate or dark chocolate or brown. Like I don't like.
Yeah. So that's why. But I'm saying it's white chocolate, and so it's harder to see. Like you can't see by just looking at it.
So I had accidentally bought one from Publix. Took a bite and went because chocolate tastes gross to me. Found out that they line their tarts with chocolate. So now when I see a tart, my first instinct is to ask if they line it with chocolate. So I would love a tart, but I want like, like whipped cream and fruit and like cake and layers and something fancy.
Fancy.
If you aren't watching on YouTube, I just did my little spirit fingers.
Did you say you want whipped cream? So whipped cream's acceptable, but frosting isn't.
Yeah, because whipped cream isn't as sweet as frosting. Like, I don't actually have a super sweet tooth, which is why I don't think I ever got into baking, which is why I don't think I really like chocolate that much, because I don't have a sweet tooth. When you're like, ice cream, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like,
so, okay, you don't have a sweet tooth, and I know you don't like chocolate. So my question is, you have tried dark chocolate, and you still just don't like it?
I've tried chocolate, yes.
Dark chocolate specifically.
Yes, and white chocolate.
I don't like white chocolate. It's not my favorite either.
Yeah, well, but
hot take.
Everyone's like, you can't say you don't like it until you try it. So I've tried it. I do not like it. It literally tastes disgusting to me.
Yeah.
See,
I like. My favorite is dark chocolate because it's not as sweet. I don't have a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to things that are sugars, like I don't like a lot of frosting. Like I'll eat about half my frosting because I do want it. It makes the cake moister. I do like a little bit of it, but I don't need the whole thing because then I'm like, bleh. So same. I prefer dark chocolate over white chocolate. That's why I asked him, like, if you don't have a sweet tooth, have you tried it?
Yeah, I've tried dark chocolate, and every now and then, like every 5 years or something, I'll give it a try just to make sure I still don't like chocolate.
Yeah.
People don't believe me. There was one time in college, in the cafeteria at UNF. How about that? I had my boyfriend at the time, who was clearly a jerk. He walked up and got cookies as we were walking out because at the time you could get cookies to go and take them.
You still can.
You left. Oh, that's lovely. So he went up and grabbed cookies. I was like, grab me a sugar cookie if they have one, because I was like, I'm kind of in the mood for something. Yeah. And it was a short walk
and
back.
He was a twat waffle and didn't get you sugar.
Well, no, they didn't have any. That wasn't it.
Oh.
So he grabbed some cookies, and as we're walking back, he started eating the cookies, and he said they don't have sugar cookies, and I said, okay, that's fine. And as he's walking back, he's eating this cookie, and it looks like an oatmeal raisin cookie,
Okay.
because like it's a little, oatmeal raisins have more of a texture,
Yeah.
right? So it looked like it had that oatmeal raisin texture,
Mhm.
and then it had little dark spots which look like the raisins. And I asked him, I'm like, oh, is that oatmeal raisin? And he goes, without missing a beat, goes, oh, yeah. I was like, oh, can I have a bite? Like, I like oatmeal raisin. And he had 2. So he's like, yeah, sure, here you go. And hands me this quote unquote oatmeal raisin cookie, right? I'm all excited. I'm like, sweet, a cookie. After I'm thinking I'm not getting one. So I take a bite out of this cookie and I'm like, oh, like it tasted rancid. It tasted it had gone bad. And so like I took a giant bite. Like I didn't take one of those little, like I was excited about this oatmeal raisin cookie because I do like oatmeal raisin cookies. And I went and took this giant bite out of this cookie. And then I couldn't even finish it. I was like, I took like 3 chews and I'm like, it tastes like it went bad. Like something happened.
So was it oatmeal raisin that went bad, or was it a chocolate chip cookie that?
It was a chocolate chip cookie. He
Okay.
wanted to test me to see if I truly don't like chocolate because he didn't believe me. That should have been my first red flag. I swear to
I
God.
just think it's funny because you said without missing a beat, like he pulled this prank on you, and not saying that you would do something where like it's with something that somebody absolutely hates, but you would definitely be the kind of person where would be like without a beat. Oh, is that this thing? Yeah, for sure. Here you go.
I would.
Wow, in that situation, you were a match made in heaven.
But like, I don't do that with things that you hate.
Yeah.
Dislike.
That's
I
what I
do
said.
it. I do it when you mishear or when you
Yeah.
misunderstand things. But like, as a boyfriend, your
Yeah, he
girlfriend
should've.
says you do not like this. Like, I do not like this. I'm not eating it. Like, it's not something I like. And then he did it to test me. And he said that.
Yeah.
He said, oh, I wanted to test you because I didn't think you actually didn't like chocolate. I'm like, first off,
Who?
I'm a girl. What girl in your right mind tells a boy that they don't like chocolate?
Good.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not expecting you to buy me chocolate on Valentine's Day. I'm not expecting you to buy chocolate.
You should be grateful.
Period. Like, you should be thankful that you don't have to run out and buy me chocolate when I don't feel good or something like that.
Yeah.
And this man wanted to
Test you.
Let me take that back. This
This
boy
boy.
wanted to test me.
I will say, when it comes to UNF, I prefer their cookies over their ice cream.
Ooh,
I like ice cream for the food. Yeah, I like cookies. Cookies come in a hot second, and I like ice cream more because of the diversity that you can have with it. That's why I like all those mom and pop shops that we find on road trips, because they're different and they're unique and they're fun. I don't have to use any brain power. They come fun and unique. Versus being like going like a Cold Stone, you have to like do it yourself. So that's why I like ice cream most of the time. However, a good cookie slaps.
And UNF does make good
slaps.
cookies. If you have a chance to stop by the UNF cafeteria, get yourself a cookie.
And then look to the left because that's the building that Beck and I both lived in.
And you know what? And how many years separated?
Chewy and gooey. I was 2018 to 2021.
10 years. There was a 10-year gap between us.
It's still so good. So I looked at Julia, who's my roommate, for this thing I was talking about previously, and I said to her, I was like, oh, on Thursday, I'm gonna get me a cookie and some ice cream and make me a cookie sandwich. She's like, why are you waiting for tomorrow? I'm like, because I have to have something to look forward to. So at dinner that night, she goes and she gets cookies and ice cream and makes a sandwich. And I was like, what you had there, Julia? She's like, shut up. Don't talk to me. I was like, love you too.
Okay. Back on topic.
Okay. Favorite things.
You want to try and make?
Okay. Well, now I will. No. I still haven't responded to you saying you want cake and whipped cream and fruit. Anyway, I was gonna say, have you seen like mason jar cakes? That'd be fun. Like, make a sheet cake, a white sheet cake, cut it up into cubes. You put it in a mason jar. Put whipped cream, because that's what you like. A layer of fruit whipped cream, a cake, whipped cream.
Sounds perfect.
I can imagine in my
Perfect.
brain.
Do it. I will eat all the mason jars. Make a dozen.
All the mason jars.
They're mine. I am not sharing. They are my
They're
mason
mine.
jars.
Do not touch my food.
Gee,
Do it.
Ma.
These are mine. You can have it. Mine.
Mine.
Okay, my favorite thing. What do I want to try?
No.
Anything? Yeah, what I
Yeah.
want to try. What I want to try to make or eat. I like have like a stupidity, there's a word that I'm thinking of and I can't actually get it out. But like I really want to try creme brulee because it's like hard.
It's so good.
But it's so
made
good.
properly.
I've made croissants and everyone says that croissants are like the hardest thing to make, and they really weren't that hard. You just have to be slow and patient. And I was.
Hot take. I like my croissants hot.
I do too. They're warm, a little warm, a little
come-
gooey.
Yes, but they always come cold. In France,
Starbucks toasted them.
cold.
Starbucks will toast them.
Starbucks will toast them if you ask.
Oh, they used to toast them consistently. Where they'd ask you. I've never tried
No.
Dunkin's like
Everywhere
bakery things.
everywhere in France,
I take it
cold.
back to have.
The France at Disney, cold. Everywhere I go, they're cold. I like my croissants warm, fresh out of the oven.
Well, I had made them. They were
Help.
giant. They were like the size of my face or bigger, like the size of my forearm, because I just rolled them weird. Should have cut them in half, but I didn't. I ate them like that.
The whole thing.
If they're together, you can't tell me I'm eating two, because like technically I only ate one.
Because they're together.
They're one. They're one. So I didn't mind making that, so I think it'd be fun. I just don't like have a blowtorch to make creme brulee.
Okay, so Christmas gift.
Yeah, trust me with a blowtorch. That's a great idea. I really
Hey,
like.
they're gonna trust you. They want to trust you with a gun.
Yeah,
They want to trust us teachers with a gun in a classroom. We
I
have
don't trust my gun in said classroom.
That's what they want to do. They want to arm us.
That would mean I would have to hold on to it because I would not trust just like
Yeah. We
all
literally
day. You want me to hold something and I can't even hold my badge all day?
right. No. I'm sorry. I have teachers come to me. Oh, I left my keys in my classroom. I left my keys in the workroom. Can I have your keys so I can get into my room?
Huh?
Like,
You know how often I forget my phone places? I'm like, my kids all know ding 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 ding. Like they all know.
no, wait. We need to stay on topic. We can talk. We can talk arming teachers in 2 weeks. Arming teachers in 2 weeks.
4 weeks, 3
Baking
weeks.
today.
Anyway,
I'm
we are
getting you
literally
a torch. I'm getting you a torch.
Guys, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm really down to try anything. I would like to make. Oh, I really want to try a tiered cake. I made a stacked cake for my graduation birthday party 2 years ago. That was a lot of fun. I would want to try a tiered cake, like a full-on tiered cake.
Would you make your own wedding cake?
Potentially. I was reading on it, and yes and no. Like some people are like, you could do it, and other people are like, meh. Just because I would really want to enjoy the day and like set up, and I could, I could get it, but if I'm making it, I know how I would want it, and then I would have to I would feel obligated to set it up. Like I couldn't. I'm type A enough to not be able to let someone else do it.
Let's do it, yeah. Well,
So-
and again, you heard what happened. Beth made our cake, but then the night before, family had to help with the finishing touches and then help set it up because it was 5 tiers.
Yeah.
So but it was I highly suggest getting someone you know to make your wedding cake.
Beth.
Delicious. We had an Oreo one. So we had it was a white cake with Oreo cream. Adam said it was delicious. We had a strawberry layer. Adam said. We had a strawberry layer. What else was the other layer? Yeah, we had a basic vanilla layer, and then the very top tier was gluten-free because we had a few people who had gluten allergies.
Mm-hmm.
So we had the very top tier was gluten-free for our gluten-free family. And then the other 3 tiers were delicious. We had the Oreo, we had the strawberry, and we had one other. We had but it was It was great
Good.
because my
Yeah.
sister knew how to make cakes and fillings and all of that.
Ooh, something I want to make right now, pumpkin muffins. We were talking them at dismissal the other day. Pumpkin muffins. And
I'm
I
here
probably could
for
say
it.
I could make them now if I wanted to. I could. I'm gonna see Becca this weekend, but
You
that
are
but here's the issue.
pumpkin muffins.
But here's the issue.
We have Mindy's kitchen.
Where do you live? Oh,
Doesn't matter where I live, we lost you.
for those of you watching, you decided to off yourselves. Becca, where do you live?
I live in an RV.
And so
If,
Becca,
wait. If you're watching on YouTube,
oh nope, too bright.
no, you can't see my neighbors anymore.
Anyway, Becca, can you please
Okay, I set up for Halloween. So if you're watching, so I have very fragile things.
She didn't set this up. This is up year round.
I set it up. Adam won't let me keep it up here.
To this day, voluntarily, you keep it up all year. No, you like Christmas decorations too much too, though. Like I know Halloween's your favorite.
like
Anyway, nope, not talking about it. Anyway,
4 weeks now.
baking in an RV. Go ahead and tell the fam, tell the listeners
How different it is.
what a pain it is.
I don't know if I should explain this. You're the one who came to my house and baked, and
Baking is fine. The issue is trying to find the things in her house. Because it's not my house. It's not my house.
Okay. Yes, but it's also our oven is different. Like
Yeah,
our
no, I was about to
oven-
say. I
yeah,
can't turn
our
it
oven
on.
is gas, and so it lights from the bottom. And
But it doesn't auto light. You have to be janky and stick a lighter in there and hope your eyebrows are on when you're done.
it's just because the switch doesn't work, and we're not paying $100 to get
Janky.
it fixed when you can
'Cause
just
they don't-
use a lighter. Like,
And hope your eyebrows are on. So,
I
yes,
don't bake.
to answer my question, I would want to bake pumpkin muffins to follow up your RV sucks to cook in, purely because of the oven. Also, it's a convection oven, right?
No, it's
No.
a gas
Oven. So what? There was something that I made when I was there, and it didn't cook the top.
Okay,
it didn't
so,
cook the
like-
bottom.
Yeah, no, it didn't cook the top because, like I was explaining, so the oven it has the shelves where you can put
Uh-huh.
things, and then under the bottom shelf is where the fire
Yeah.
comes up because it's
The
gas.
light.
The light, yeah. So the fire is at the bottom, and then what
Uh-huh.
we did was we put a pizza
Yeah, stone.
stone in there so that it would distribute the heat because the heat is literally only in the middle, so it doesn't distribute evenly. So
Uh-huh.
pizza stone is there to help distribute the heat. The problem is that all of the heat comes from the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
and then it takes forever for it to circle around to the top. So when you bake in our oven, the top of things don't basically get brown or bake. So you
Yeah.
have more of a finished bottom than you do a top. So it's tricky. And a lot of times we have to put a pan, like we have to, while we're heating up the oven, we put a flat cookie sheet pan
Mm-hmm.
in the oven to warm up with the oven. And then we put that on top of
Yeah,
like the
I remember that.
yeah,
Now that you say it.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it helps make sure that it's cooked all the way around. That's the trick with it. So normally what we do is we have to do something in like a muffin tin.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the only thing where it will cook all the way
Of the
through
top. Yeah.
without burning the bottom and having a raw
The
inside.
top. Yeah.
Cupcakes are the only thing we can make in our oven. Muffins we can make in our oven, but anything in a muffin tin
Muffin.
has to be
So
small.
I told Kevin if we buy a house that I require a few things.
Yeah.
One, a large kitchen. Requirement two ovens.
Yeah, so you could bake.
So I can bake while cooking is happening, and I can bake multiple things at once.
I'm sorry, but there also needs to be a seating location so that I may sit and snack on all of the
It'll
bacon.
be an island.
As long as it has seating,
Yes. Yes.
we're good.
Yes.
So
Yes,
three
your
things.
royal muncher.
Yes. I love that. I want a sash.
If I have the crown for royal baker,
Yes.
royal muncher.
Queen Baker, Royal Muncher.
Royal muncher.
I love it.
So I'm what you do to get high, and you're what happens after you're high.
Wow.
I'm
We are
sorry.
going to have to make sure this is labeled not for kids this week.
You've been to Europe. You kind of mentioned it. You've been to Europe.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
What's baking? I have not. What is baking like on that side of the world?
Well, I didn't bake in a kitchen.
Well, you didn't bake, but you got to go to bakeries.
Yes, we did patisseries and bakeries and all of that. It's fine. Like, again, the croissants are cold.
Ugh.
And I like my croissants warm. And I apparently offended a few French people when I was like, "Can I have this warm or toasted?" And they're like, they gave me like this jerk look. I'm also not a macaroon fan. I know, another hot take. Just cancel me.
Let's cancel her now, y'all. Live, laugh, chat with just Alexis.
Yeah, well, my friend Christy, who makes the Christmas cookies, one of the things she really wanted to try, like, you want to try creme brulee, she wanted to try macaroons.
Yeah.
And so she made some macaroons, and I tried them, and I'm like, oh, like, I don't like them. So maybe, like, I was thinking, maybe she did something wrong, or maybe it's something like that. And then my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law also made macaroons. And so I tried theirs, and I'm like, nope, don't like it. So while we were in France, I'm like, I'm officially trying a
French macaroon, yeah.
Macaroon. I'm going to try it. And I tried it, and I don't like it. I don't like the flavor. I don't like the texture. Yeah. I just don't like macaroons.
So, yeah. I like them. They're expensive, which I get. They're hard to make. I think that'd be fun to try, too. However, Aaron, my brother, and his ex now, one of my friends, Jackie, went to France, and they did like a French cooking class, and they got to make macaroons. And when I went out to visit them for spring break, she had caught like this macaroon bug, and she was making a bunch of them, and it was so hard. She went through like 6 eggs trying to whip it just right, because this one had feet, this one didn't have feet, this one was imploded, this one was sunken in. And I was like, I like macaroons enough to want to make them. My cousin that I was telling you about, who makes garage fulls of Christmas cookies, she does them. She's like, they're not that hard. And I'm like, I don't believe you. I don't. I love you, but don't believe you. Jennifer, if you're listening, hope you are. Teach me how. Teach me your ways.
Teach me.
They're not that easy.
So like the bakery was fine. Like they had the bread. Yeah, they had bread. Okay, I love bread, so don't get me wrong. That was delicious. The croissants were cold, so nah. All the chocolate, so they had all these little chocolate pastries, and it's like, okay, no thank you. Then they had all the macaroon flavors, and I tried it. I officially tried a French one, and I officially can say I do not like them.
Like it.
Don't bake me them. Don't give them to me.
I'll test you.
Yeah, you'll test me. Hey, is that
an oatmeal cream cookie?
An oatmeal cream cookie? Yeah, Becca.
Here you go.
I don't think they made that right.
I'm not with it enough to be as off the cusp as you are. Like, if you're like, someone called me shady the other day, and I was like, they said some other words after that, but shady was the one that I was stuck on, because
like,
I am very blunt and honest. Because you'd be like, oh, is that a macaroon? And I'd be like, absolutely, here you go. Like, I do not have the wherewithedness to, like, be able to play off of that. My brother and sister, fantastic. Me, not so much.
You wouldn't even think twice. You'd be like, yeah, it's a macaroon. Like,
yeah, here.
What was
like this flavor, and this was made here, and I give you like this list of facts that you didn't ask for.
It was made with this, and this. These are the ingredients.
It's vegan, actually. I use this instead of that.
I'm telling you, you're really great at making stuff.
Yeah, I do. I like it. It's fun. A lot of the things that we made last year, this was Kevin's recipe, but we made Oreo truffles, and everyone really liked that. There was something else I made that was also a hit that people really liked, but I cannot think of it for the life of me. I squeezed my lime, so we'll make key lime pie tonight. I have coworkers now. I know who will eat them, so.
Nice.
And I have band practice tomorrow, so I have staff that'll eat it.
No. You need to save some.
I'll save some. However, I have enough people that can eat them. And if they're good, I don't have to share them with anybody.
I'm just saying.
No. You want to hear the best story? The night that I made banana bread for you and Adam. I had banana bread left over.
And
One
I
of
was
my
really
friends-
upset. I didn't bring it with me.
No, you didn't. So I had
I was
two
really
loaves
upset.
of
We were-
banana bread, and one of them didn't have chocolate.
I was so upset because we were not even like 20 minutes out from your house. And I went, we forgot the banana bread. I was so sad. You could ask
You
Adam.
didn't take the banana bread and stole my sandwich.
That was an accident.
I know that one.
Don't have boys grab food.
Food. Nope. So my friend Alyssa has never ever had banana bread, any kind. Never had it. I was like, this is blasphemy, and I have some at home.
You're missing out.
So I said, this is banana coconut bread. So I just like caveat, if you don't like coconut, like Kevin doesn't like coconut, heads up. She's like, no, I like coconut. So cool. I brought her like big slices, one of each, the one with chocolate, one without chocolate, and I brought it to school. Now, I didn't see her till after school, so we're sitting at lunch in the teacher's lounge, and I said to everybody, I brought this for Alyssa, but I'm hungry and it's my favorite, and I ate half of it before I gave it to her.
No, that's terrible.
Sandon goes, excuse me, what about me? You didn't bring me any. So now she's on my list of people I have to bake for. But yeah, Alyssa did get it. She did enjoy it. But it was half of what she was supposed to get.
Yeah, but always know I'm number one.
Yes. When
Your
you're
mom's
here.
number one.
Yes. When you're here. When you're nearby. When I'm coming down. Of course.
Make the pumpkin muffin things and bring
I don't have the ingredients for it though right now.
right now. End. This is it. This is the end of our show. It's been fun chatting with you. It's been fun laughing with you. Bye. See you next week. Go get the ingredients.
I have practice tomorrow night and then driving down. I don't have time.
I didn't say tomorrow. I said right now. Hang up this call.
I already squeezed the limes. I have to make the key lime pies first.
No, right now. You could do them both at the same time. You like baking.
I don't have 2 ovens.
They don't take the same temperature?
No. I don't take the same brain energy.
This is what you do. Make the limes, key lime, whatever, and put it in the oven. Then head out, get my shit, and come back.
That's needy. Everyone, do you hear the demands?
That's right.
This is the answer to her question of what if you could hold a gun to anyone's head, would you make that gun that they're forcing her to hold, she's now using to get her pumpkin muffins.
Do you know? Okay, so I was kicking kids out of the hallway at lunch because the kids are not allowed in the hallway at lunchtime, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, get out of here, go, shoo, get
out of here.
And I see one of the kids that I had last year, 2 years ago, but I had them. They were one of my kids. They go, Miss Rebecca, hold on, we have something for you. And they're holding a box, okay? And I go, oh, well, you have pizza, you can come. She goes, it's not pizza. And I'm like, oh, what is it? Donuts. Fresh.
Were they cake donuts?
They were not. I got the blueberry.
Okay.
They were donuts though, and she had a blueberry. I was the second teacher. I was like, I should have been the first, but we will not complain right now because I got the blueberry donut.
That's something else I want to make. I want to make donuts.
That would be fun, but you need a fryer for that. Yeah. Don't shake your head.
You just need a big pot and oil. Both of which I have.
Well, fine. Make donuts. Make pumpkin.
You get one. You get one.
Pumpkin donut.
I've tried the pumpkin muffin. Okay, what brought up this whole pumpkin muffin conversation was I told Sandon that I like Starbies. Or no, I like... whoa, that was treason out of my mouth. I preferred...
I was like, what? Since when
Starbies is more fun to say than Dunkin', but I prefer Dunkin'. So...
Do you know what my family calls it?
What?
Starbucks.
Ew.
You know why, though?
Why?
You know why? There was a brand spanking new Starbucks that was built on our way to like swim practice. And when we leave swim practice, it's dark. It's late at night. And so the lights are on, but the S never lit up. That first whole like opening week, the S never lit up. So our ongoing joke is Tarbies. That's what we call it. Starbucks.
Anyway,
Starbucks, because
I like Dunkin's. So I told Sandon that I love Dunkin', and it was pumpkin spice season. And she was like, well, have you tried the pumpkin spice things? And I was like, I had the muffin last year. Wasn't the best. Could have been better. I think I've tried their donut. I've tried a pumpkin donut. And again, some of them are okay.
Oh.
They can be a lot better, like the moist and they're like the slightest glaze.
I love
their
like
a cake. I am normally a yeast donut over a cake donut. However, blueberry and pumpkin, they have to be cake donuts, but they're deceased.
My husband loves me very dearly, and he bought me a pumpkin latte the other day. And if he loves me so much right now,
he'll go to the store and get pumpkin muffin ingredients and a Dunkin' pumpkin latte.
He would run to the store right now and
get me.
And get
me Adam, I'll send you the list of things we need.
Get me my pumpkin latte. And
like I said, the oven can bake muffins.
It can. I'm just saying.
And I bet Mindy would not be opposed.
I don't think. Okay, so what are you doing here? I'm sorry. This man is telling me that Starbucks also has pumpkin stuff. And I don't care where you get my pumpkin drink. I want my pumpkin drink. Actually, I would like it from Dunkies, so. Shout out to Dunkies. I'm sorry.
Are you going to sponsor us? I promise you I'd keep you in business.
We are from Massachusetts. My family is from Massachusetts. There's a Dunkin' on every corner. We get donuts on Sunday before church, after church, whatever. When my grandpa would get donuts, both. My grandpa loves donuts. And guess what? Dunkin' Donuts. Like, I'm all here, Dunkin'. I am not a Starbucks girl. I am a Dunkin' Donuts girl, but I want pumpkin. I am that basic girl. I want my pumpkin.
I do. I want Dunkin'. I saw cups the other day at Dunkin' when I was in, and I had to with all.
Wait. Can I have the cold one? Sorry, go ahead.
With all
extra cups of pumpkin.
I love how you're covering your mic as if it's gonna make it quieter.
Sorry. He's actually looking. Hold on. I love you.
I'll send you the list for Dunkin' Muffin.
Yeah.
For pumpkin muffins. I saw these reusable cups from Dunkin', and I really almost got them, but I didn't. I refrained.
Why not?
But they were really cute.
Were they pumpkin?
I don't remember what they were. They were cute. I need to make a cup holder, like a hot drink, like a sleeve, but like I want to made out of quilt, like a quilted one. Yeah. Because I keep burning the beep out of. I guess if it's not kid friendly this week. I could have said it anyway.
No, I already cursed.
Oh, okay. Anyway, but I keep burning myself. I'm like, no, because I have a Starbucks reusable cup because it was free, and it's free.
So you take your Starbucks reusable cup and put Dunkies in it?
No, I rep Dunkin' all the time. I just have Dunkins. But
should we make you like a little slash to go through the Starbucks logo and put Dunkin' on the other side?
I think my favorite thing still is the car logo that says peace, love, and Dunkin'.
I mean, that's what you need.
I do. I don't get Dunkin' that often. But enough.
You would if you could. Would if you could.
If I'm going for coffee, Dunkin' all the way, because I like sweet coffee. Most people like milky coffee. I like sweet coffee. And Dunkin' inherently is just sweeter. And I'm okay with that. It's also just easier to understand than Starbucks. Now, if I want chai tea, or matcha, and I'm in Jacksonville, so specifically if I'm home, there's a place across the street called Brass Tacks, and that's where I'll go for matcha or chai. Those two. If I'm going for those two things, I'll go there. It's like a little shop. I like those two from there. But if I'm going for coffee, 1,000% Dunks.
Yeah, for sure.
Wawa doesn't do it for me. Starbucks I only do when it's like cheap. But Dunkin's where it's at. I like me some Dunks.
I'm not a big coffee person. So the only thing I drink is the pumpkins.
We definitely spent the last 10 minutes talking about coffee and not baking anymore.
Woo. Oh well.
We love
We were
baking.
talking about donuts.
We were.
Donuts
but
led to coffee and nuts.
donuts led to Dunkin'. Dunkin' led to amazingness. Move improved.
And Duncan, if you're out there, people push it to them, let them know. We will take a sponsor.
We will. I will put your logo on my
I'll have a
car.
cup.
Yeah, cups, logos, crowns, face paint, stickers, tattoos.
We'll do it. We'll talk. Well, I can bet you we could get Duncan into every podcast.
I'm not allowed to say that I would indoctrinate my children, but
you would if they sponsored us.
but if they saw it every day.
Just saying.
So, but you know, Becca, it's been fun laughing with you.
Hey, I already did this. You're supposed to go get that pumpkin supplies.
Finish the outro.
Dang it. It's been fun chatting with you.
That's episode 2 of Baking, Not Baked.
That's what I should change the title to.